Everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sambhu from Cloud Tech. Today I will talk about one big data component like in AWS. If you would like to analytics your data for analysis like huge data like unstructured data like XML or maybe JSON or if you would like to analysis like a CSV file. If you would like to make those kind of data in a SQL format, then how we can do analytics, that I will talk about today. And for that, what are the component basically we are going to use here in AWS like AWS Athena and AWS Glue. These two part I will demonstrate today's session how we can integrate from the S3. If you want to analytics data from S3 like a CSV or JSON, then how we can do by using this two component. Okay guys, let's this kind of application, right? What purpose we can use real life? If I give the example like if you are want to grow your business by analytic big data, right? Like which all data it's present like a Netflix CSV data or maybe some Netflix JSON or Amazon some e-commerce website some JSON data you would like to analytics, right? Then that purpose basically we can use. It's a kind of ETL, like if you want to process the data by using ETL kind of thing, that purpose we can use. I have a plan to give separate session by ETL like talent big data with the AWS. I will show you in my previous like subsequent video how we can integrate those like a talent ETL big data with AWS. But today agenda is like by using Athena and AWS Glue, how we can analyze data which is format as a CSV or XML or JSON and it's stored in the S3. Okay guys, so let me first show you the sample data like CSV data and JSON data. So this is, I have one employee table which contain that CSV data. Let me show you that how the data format here. It's a CSV, the name itself you can understand like it's a comma separate data which will be huge data. Here for this demo I have taken very limited data, but it can be 1 TB, 2 TB, 1 terabyte, 10 terabyte or 100 terabyte. That kind of that much of data we can process by using this service. Okay guys, so this is one data CSV data I have. I want to going to process this, and one more data I have like JSON data. I want to process this one also. Let me show you that also. This JSON data I have like this. So guys, keep in mind this is a JSON, but for JSON data processing here you have to know comma like each and every array one segment, right? In generally how we used to define this JSON, if you want to just define, right, then we used to specify this is kind of array, and inside this array we used to give like each and every we used to give the comma separate, right? But that is the JSON format we used to define, right? That this kind of JSON format it won't work in this Athena. So how we need to define like each and every record should be one line, and that should be one closing braces, and there should not be any comma in between two line, and that could be in single line. Okay guys, so this is what we are going to use for this JSON analytics purpose. Okay guys, so let's move on to the AWS console. So what we need to do, we need to create first S3 bucket, and in that bucket I will put those two object here. Okay guys, something like that, and block everything as good practice. Now create the bucket. Now our bucket creation is done. So let me create here one folder for Athena JSON. Okay, some folder I am creating here, and one more folder I am going to create for CSV. CSV. Okay guys, if you want you can take two different bucket also, and for output I am going to store in one folder that I will say something like that. And if you want you can take another new bucket also, up to you how you want to design your application, right? Since it is a learning purpose, I am taking everything in single bucket, and here itself I have taken one output directly. Okay guys, so in the CSV I am going to upload our CSV file here. So let me upload that. So upload is done. Let's go back here. CSV uploaded here, and now go to bucket again. Now upload the JSON one here. Okay, I'm going to upload here JSON, which is our employee Athena. Okay, so both the bucket. Now our S3 bucket is ready for our demo. Now let's move on to the AWS Athena console. So this is the Athena. So if you, I have visited, so I have already logged in here, right? So if you not in the search section also, you can search like Athena, then it will come here. Okay, let's go to here, and once you come here, right, you can see here worker group, right? Here if you see worker group is a default. Now for this our demo, we will create our own worker group and we'll give the path where we would like to store our output data, right? This is a default worker group. So how we can get the worker group? So this is the left side, like quarter one menu up button is there, three bar is there. So just click on that, and here you can see like notebook editor, query editor, then jobs, workflow, then administrator. Here itself we have the worker groups, right? So let's create our own worker group here. Okay, and let's select the Athena SQL and Spark. I have a plan to give you separate video by first with the Spark, then only I will integrate with AWS Spark. Okay guys, so let's keep default here, and output I am going to give our bucket output, which location, this is the also optional guys, but let's give the output location here. So go inside the bucket, and this is the bucket output I am going to choose here, and end of this we have to select that slash, otherwise it will be give some error. Okay guys, so now let's create the worker group here first. Once we have created worker group, right, now let's go to the query editor. This is the place we can write our SQL query, and we can see those CSV or JSON file as a structure format in the output section. Okay guys, in the result section. Okay, so how we can do? So before writing any query or any table format, so what we need to go first, we have to change this that our whatever we have created, right? So let's change first this one. This can be changed directly from here also, or you can go to the settings and you can check, you can confirm like your worker group is selected or not. Go to here, settings, it's coming this bucket. This bucket is not there. Okay, so now go to the editor, and here if you see we have a default database, so we are going to create our own database for CSV one and for JSON one. So first let's create the table and views here. So first I am going to from S3 and Glue, both the thing I will give the demo. So first go to the S3, this one I will do the CSV, and our Glue one I will show you the JSON. Okay guys, so let's give the table CSV, something like that, anything you can give, and create database. I am going to create our own database. Okay, DB. Okay, and this is the location where you want to give the input location. So if you see guys, keep in mind the, if this line, just remember, suppose our data is present in one.csv under log folder, then we have to give path up to log. In our case, let me show you that. So go to bucket, and our data is present under csv, so we can give up to this directory only, not exactly the file. Okay, now if this slash is, keep in mind this slash is required, otherwise it will be very difficult to identify that which file you are going to read. Okay guys, and here the table format, here different delta lake formation, there are different kind of. So today's session, let's select the Apache Hive. Okay, and let's give our this one column details. So our CSV we have what data, name and gender and country. Okay, let's give that name, and then data type, it's a string. Okay, and then we have the gender, and this is also string. Let's select the string, and another one we have a country. Okay, select this. If you have more data as per your data, how you data have, then you can give the column name accordingly. Okay, let's select this and let's create. So our creation is done. Now here the database also change and here creation is done. Now let's try to see the preview. So let's me wait for some time. Okay, and meantime what we can do, we can try to set up that glue part also. So then I will come here. So let's go to the glue, and first we have to create the collar. Okay, so let's give the collar then CLR, something like that I am giving, and go to the next. And here we have to give the data source. So data source is our S3. So let's select the S3 here and go to this, and this is our data. Okay, so and if you not give the slash, right, oh sorry, then it will show an error. That point keep in mind here also. Now select this. Okay, it is added here, and add this data source. Now go to the next, and here one important part, keep in mind, this is the IAM role we have to select. Either if you have already IAM role, then your IAM role you can give, or if you don't have, then we have to create our new IAM role. Let's create one new IAM role here. Okay, demo Athena IAM, something like that. So this IAM is selected here. Okay, and let's keep the rest of the thing as default. And here is the database, like we have our created database for CSV one. Let's create for database JSON also one. Okay, so JSON DB, something like that, or EMP JSON DB. Let's create this database and go to here, just refresh and then select our database, and rest of the thing keep. And this frequency, like how you want, like hourly basis, daily basis, weekly basis, monthly, or custom, any specific time you want, or if you want on demand, whenever you need, you just trigger. Okay, so let's select for this demo on demand only. Let's click on create. Now our collars creation is done. So let's see, now collar is ready here. So let's go to the schema. So we have CSV table only. So let's select that JSON table also, and select the database and S3, and then select that bucket location, database data location. This is our location. Data format should be JSON only. So let's keep as it is. And schema, let's give the schema. One is the, oh, in JSON name we have, okay, name, and that is the string. And one more attribute we have, what that is, name, and that one is that let me show you that data so that it will be easy for you guys. So let me open this data. So name and ID and date of joining, right? So let's give that name, ID. So ID, I am giving ID for us here, it is the integer. So let's select the integer, and one more we have, that is the date of joining, and that is the date format. Let's select the date format. Two different data I have created, two different type formats, so that it will be helpful to you guys. Now let's select all the column and let's add. So these are the three column is going to add in our schema. Okay, so let's create this. So this creation is done. It will take few seconds. So just wait. Not yet came. Here it will come. Yeah, now it is came JSON and request. Okay, so our CSV both is done. So let me go to the Athena again, and let's just refresh this data source, and this is our JSON. Let's try to JSON table also came here, and if you see name, ID, date of joining. So now let's try to refresh entire thing and try to see all glue is ready or not. So let me check caller is ready. So now we can do the query here. See how we can do, click on this three dot and preview table. Now little bit go up here, you can see our data, JD, John, JD, whatever data we have created, how many record is there, right? Let me show you that. Total 1, 2, 3, 4 record we have. So let me see here. Total 4 record came from the JSON file. So this is how we can read the JSON. Now let's go to the CSV part. So CSV, what we can do, let's go to the change the database first, and then table CSV came, and now do the preview here. Number what happened, let me do one thing, let me that, yeah, this is correct, only JSON CSV. And let me do one thing, let me delete this and create one more again. S3 demo CSV and choose the database, DB, like new DB CSV, and let's select that S3 and blue CSV file we have, yeah, we have here. Then it should, you know, choose here hives, and then name, select the column, string, and gender, let's try string, and country. Okay, this is also string. So let's go to the next table partition. Here also nothing is required, bucket option also not required, preview, create. Okay, let's see. So let's change the database, dbcsv, and here table came here. So let's try to preview table. Query here, bad data. Bad data. Okay, something wrong in this data. Let me go to the data again. Let me open this. It is saying bad data. Bad data, right? Why it is showing bad data? Let me go to the S3 bucket. Go to CSV. Let's try. Says deny. Okay. Some public, it is not a public, that's why we're not able to access. That is fine. Let's try one more time. Let's create another worker node here. Worker group for CSV also. CSV, and come here, manual. Let's like this. Choose this one. Get separate worker group here. Okay, so JSON we are able to read successfully. Now let's try again query editor and go to the settings and change this to CSV here. And now create table here. Table CSV table demo and select the database S3 and now select this S3 here. Use this and here it is a CSV. Let's select comma separate. Now go to the next and add here column, and column I am going to add here name. Okay, I am going to add here name, and then we have to add here gender. We have to add here country. Okay, so TRY country. So all are string here. Now let's select all. Go to the next. Create table. Let's see. Now go to the. Now let's try here. See, our data came here. Sambhu, John, whatever data we have created, right? So all data came. Let me show you that data first so that you guys can compare here. So let's come here, notepad, and let's open this side by side. See, first data Sambhu, JSON, total 10 record we have. And if you select here, total 20 record we have. But here we can see only 10, right? Why? Because here some limit they have given. So let's give that limit change here 20 and now run it. Now we can see 20 record here. Now 20 is the last one. Let's see here, 20 record came, right? So if I change here 21, so one empty record will come. Total 20 only we have, so one empty record. So hope you guys can clearly understood how we can create that like for data analytics, how we can do. Basically it's a big data, one good component in AWS. If you have, like, now I am giving you like a very small amount of data, right? It will be like petabyte of data in production real life application, right? And there to read this kind of comma separate value, it will be very difficult to understand and to grow your business, right? For that purpose only this kind of component will helpful, and it will be really valuable to grow your business. Okay guys, here, like, if you want to clean up the database, right? So how we can clean up? Now table you can delete from here, right? You can easily delete from here. Just give the table name, you can delete. But how we can delete the database, that part I want to show you here. Let me show you that. Suppose you are deleting this one, it will be deleted from here. Okay, this is done. Now how we can delete this database? And if you want to delete the worker node, go to the worker node, and from here you can delete. If you go here, let me show you that. Delete, it will be delete. This is the cleanup thing. Keep in mind this is a chargeable also. So whenever you are doing hands-on, if you are not doing working on that, please delete those. Otherwise it will be based on hourly basis, it will charge for you also. Now how we can delete the database? That's the question, right? So to delete the database, we have to go to the this color here, and in the color we have let me go to the database section, and here we can see all the database, whatever database we have created, and here the delete option. Now we can type here confirmation, so then it will be delete, and go to the table section, nothing is there. So all data is clean up here, and go to the ETL job also, nothing is there. Hope, yeah. So this ETL with the big data like talent, I will talk about more in these deep details in my subsequent video. Okay guys, I hope this session helpful to you guys, and if you feel this video is valuable to you guys, then I will request you guys, please subscribe my channel and share surrounding you with your friend. And if you, while you are doing hands-on, if you face any issue, then I will request you guys, put those whatever error exception you are getting this video comment section, I will address that. Okay guys, see you in my next video. Please subscribe and share with your friend, that will really inspire to me. Chalo, bye.